Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 Lost here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In this last episode, we actually took on Bournemouth and it was actually a convincing victory despite Bournemouth actually having an early goal against us. Yeah, they did score a goal first and then we managed to score three goals against them. But now in today's episode, it's going to be like one last test for us before we get to the easy fixtures like Wolverhampton Wanderers and Everton. Yes. We're actually going to be up against our old rivals in the Premier League. Yes, we're up against Manchester United in what will be a very pulsating game because it's going to be taking place at Old Trafford, and it's going to be a very interesting one because right now we're still in the title race and Manchester City, as usual, the cheating scumbags. Sorry about my language, but it is the truth. They do cheat sometimes. They have a lot of oil money. We can't even compete when they have a lot of, oil money. When they have a lot of oil money, so some people do hate teams that have oil money and unlimited budget. Then they just basically just win trophies for fun. But anyway, all that changes where we're gonna be in a very good position, maybe to overtake Manchester City if they lose a match like this. But yeah, Manchester City's for last matches against West Ham United. I'm pretty sure about this because I remember in the actual Premier League game where they were up against West Ham United, they actually won that game 3-1 in real life. So yeah, this could be an opportunity to overtake Manchester City in the Premier League. And yep, Arsenal have actually will be winning a Premier League after 20 straight years. However, we will not stop here as Arsenal are not going to be just English champions, but they can also be European champions, which we will do in season 2. But it's not going to be this year, guys, because this year it's really hectic for me making this project. It's like a very long project doing a career mode, especially when I'm making like a one match per episode. It's going to take a while. That's the reason why I'm doing 2 videos per week, because it's much efficient. 3 videos per week is kind of crazy because you have other things to contribute and other priority things that you have to, or basically other things that you have to prioritize. So yeah, my schedule is basically very busy. So that's why I only do 2 videos per week. 1 video is probably slow, but 2 videos is kind of like understandable. But yeah. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to Old Trafford where we see our old rivals, Manchester United, in what will be a very entertaining game. So yeah, please enjoy this, guys. Alright guys, we're here to see Manchester United versus Arsenal, which is taking place at Old Trafford. However, let's go to squad here, and yep, everyone is fit. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting here because both these sides are really looking for supremacy. But as you can take a look at the standings, if you can take a look at the standings, well, that's their news. And obviously Manchester United will be featured. Obviously that ended in a draw last time these sides met. But yeah, Manchester United cannot win a game, sadly. So their only best position would be like 83. So, but Manchester City is already they can easily draw the game because they have a better goal difference than them. So yeah. So Manchester United are anyway out of the title race, but maybe like a good 3 points would kind of maybe be like a pep talk or maybe be like some understanding here. But anyway, Chelsea's already had like plenty of games. They'll definitely finish 5th. Unless, who's going to have a chance to overtake them? Well, no one actually. So it's either Liverpool or Chelsea to fight for European competition. Maybe for Europa League or so. Chelsea will definitely get the Europa League. So, yeah. But as you can see, let's go to squad. Everyone is fit. Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, the 2 highest rated players. And as you can take a look at this, as I can basically go to transfer here. Let's just go to search players. Don't go anywhere, guys. As I'll be showing you the backup left back players, I would say. So yeah. Alright guys, so here are the backup left back players which will be here for next season. It will not be here for this season. However, I can probably go for scouting. Maybe to start scouting these players and see which one is better. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. Start scouting. Maybe same thing with Destiny Udogie, I'm pretty sure. Yep, from Tottenham Hotspur. Andy and Maatsen. He's probably pretty good. He's actually playing for RB Leipzig, and maybe having this player, this could probably be pretty good. Yep. We're going to start scouting. Now he's playing for Leipzig, but now that I've already started scouting these players, we're going to see which one will be the best replacement left back here. We don't even know. If these three are not compatible, if they really don't want to join us, I guess our only option is maybe to get Milos Kerkez from Bournemouth. He's probably younger, and he could probably be a best replacement here for Kieran Tierney. So, yeah. But yeah, those are our predicted left back signings here. So, now that I've already started scouting for these three players, they will be on the verge to join next week. Maybe to play next week for us, if it goes through. But anyway, looks like we're up against Manchester United. They have Enes Unal from Bournemouth, as usual. Marcus Rashford is there. Van der Beek is there. Lisandro Martinez is there. Tyrell Malacia is also there in the starting 11, but he's actually playing as a right back. It's kind of a bit strange. And yeah, they have Matt Hummels. Wilson is there. Henderson is there. Højlund is there. But yeah, Matt Hummels is actually one of the signing they've got from Borussia Dortmund. And yeah, that's like probably one of the international signings that Manchester United have got. But they've actually had a pretty unbeaten streak, as you can see right there. I mean, if I really don't know, but just in case if I don't know, I'm just going to look at it again. Yeah, they actually had an unbeaten streak. 4 wins and a draw. But yeah, let's take a look at the press conference and yeah, see what Mikel Arteta have to respond. Arteta's really kind of serious about this mission because he really wants to keep his job by winning the Premier League and the FA Cup. This has been a very encouraging run for Arsenal, winning a last 9 matches. Today will be a challenge against Manchester United. Can this be a win for them, like a guaranteed win for them? Yes, it's a good run and I'm hoping we'll win again today, but I'm much more focused on the long term and on taking this club to where we believe we should be. Will the opposition be worrying about you? We'll be in the mood for sure. But as soon as the reporters always say about, having that unbeaten streak, they'll always try to surprise you. But anyway, last time the teams met, the game finished in a 1-1 draw. The two sides were pretty evenly matched. But what can the predictions be for this one? Can your boys win this time? Obviously, Mikel Arteta will have to say we'll have to give everything. This match may turn on who shows the greater desire. I know my players are in the mood to give everything today. They're committed in discipline. I hope our professionalism can earn us the win. All right, that's a good ball response here from Arteta. And the press conference is concluded. However, maybe I can make some pretty good signings. So, yeah. Some good signings I can probably make here for Arsenal, like maybe Arsenal for next season, since Saliba is going to be leaving to join Liverpool. But yeah, Alexander Zinchenko, Martinelli, Havertz, White, Saka, Odegaard, they all look ready. And Aaron Ramsdale, the highest rated goalkeeper. I also need to bring a reserve goalkeeper, maybe like a backup goalkeeper. So yeah, it's kind of a bit of a strange thing. But the only issue is I can only do 3 transfers per season. So if I probably do like 2 on one season, I gotta save for January transfers. So because I have to assess the team. But definitely I can bring Stefan Batsetic. Obviously a revenge for what Liverpool did to us. But anyway, let's take a look at the team management. Santiago Jimenez, Emil Smith-Rowe, Kieran Tierney's obviously had a very good half. Maybe I can sub off Zinchenko since he lacks a bit of pace. That's the only reason, because Zinchenko, yeah, he's higher rated than Tierney. But the only reason that he's higher rated than Tierney is because he's good in other things, but just not the pace. So maybe that's like my only substitution I'll be making here. We got to substitute our pacey, lack of pace left backs for a bit pacey left backs. So yeah. Anyway, this could be Kieran Tierney's last Big Six match, I would say. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to Old Trafford to see our old rivals. A blast from the past match. That is Manchester United versus Arsenal. Alright, guys. The biggest rivalry between Manchester United and Arsenal is about to commence. I really cannot wait to see who's going to win this one. Especially for Arsenal, because they really have to win this game if they have to stay in the title race and pressure Manchester City till the end. But anyway, can this team surpass Manchester United? We're headed to Old Trafford, where we have a lot of fans here. Definitely a lot of Manchester United fans. They're expecting for a win, maybe to stay in the top 4, because they're already not in the title race, but they can at least do one thing, and that is staying in the top 4, since they're not in the top 4 for quite a long. So yeah. And Tyrell Malacia is one of the left backs I was thinking of actually signing, so that's the reason why I also wanted to assess Tyrell Malacia and see if he's actually good, since he's actually playing in this game. And since Malacia is not even getting that many game time, well, he is actually, but I have a feeling that this could actually be a good thing for Manchester United if Malacia is playing. There he is. He's playing as a right back. Donny van de Beek is playing. Scott McTominay is the skipper. Enes Unal is actually starting. And yeah, Mats Hummels, Callum Wilson, Dean Henderson, the backup goalkeeper. But yeah, Matt Hummels, obviously the backup player, he will probably add a bit of depth as a centre-back. So yeah. And here's Arsenal starting 11. Aaron Ramsdale's obviously in starting goal. And obviously Kieran Tierney is like the only change we've made, because Zinchenko kind of lacks a bit in pace. So that's the only reason why I kind of want to bring why I really want to put Kieran Tierney in the starting 11. And here is Santiago Jimenez. Zinchenko's in the bench. So maybe Alexander Zinchenko can actually be as his backup left back, maybe than being a starter, because if you really got to win the games, we got to use a backup pacey or a good left back or pacey left backs. And yes, I know Zinchenko is doing pretty good in terms of scoring goals, but he's kind of inconsistent in terms of actually defending. But anyway, Arsenal start. They started with a kickoff. Havertz has it. Can Arsenal put on the advantage on Manchester United? We don't know. Here's Kai Havertz. Havertz finds Jesus, who's literally been on form. He finds Havertz, but Havertz tries to do a fake shot, but Manchester United get this one away. And now it's Bruno Fernandes. It's still Bruno. Last time these two sides met, Arsenal and Manchester United held up in a 1-1 draw. But this could actually be something that Manchester United are really needing. Enes Unal has it. Unal finds Bruno Fernandes. And Bruno Fernandes puts Manchester United in front. That's a good build-up play from one of the Manchester United players. Enes Unal actually. And then it was basically like front runners involved in a build-up plays. But still. And it was actually a wonderful pass from Enes Unal. Probably the signings of the season in terms of creating chances. Even though he is a striker. But yeah. Manchester United get an early goal. And this could probably jeopardize our chances getting into the title race. I mean, yes, we have a game in hand. But this is what Manchester City really wanted right now. At least for their rivals to get a win against us. But anyway, Arsenal, they have the ball though. But the only issue is now that Manchester United are in front, and Manchester United might have a kickoff in hand, this could be trouble here. But as you can see in the Premier League points table, Manchester United and Arsenal both are sitting in 2nd and 3rd place respectively. But obviously that goal from Bruno Fernandes, you gotta really not take an eye off that, because he's basically like the best midfielder, I would say. And Manchester United actually get good players from Sporting Lisbon. And he actually played for Sporting Lisbon back then. So probably the Sporting Lisbon effect, I would say. But anyway, here's Luke Shaw. Still Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw finds Donny van de Beek. It's still with Van de Beek. Van de Beek finds Enes Unal. Anthony with an overlapping run. Well, Anthony's right there. It's actually Bruno Fernandes with an overlapping run. And this is exactly why we have to put pacey left backs. Imagine if this was Zinchenko playing. Manchester United would have easily dog-watered them in terms of how they are right now. They have already unbeaten. And we're unbeaten too, but Manchester United, you really cannot count off Manchester United when they like to play against us. Anyway, here's Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus finds Havertz. But that was a wonderful chance. Onana, I think, made a good save on that. And sorry about the noise. I really gotta lock the door sometimes. I don't know. I thought I kind of trust this instinct. Don't worry, guys. We'll be right back with the corner. But first, I gotta be a bit more safe. So yeah, don't worry about that, guys. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I kind of locked the door because just in case if someone else comes in. But anyway, Bukayo Saka has it. But obviously, McTominay kind of tackles him. Here's McTominay with it. Arsenal are really not doing well right now. I mean, yeah, they're unbeaten for a very long time. But they have to work well in terms of their attack. But anyway, they're in luck as Marcus Rashford is offside. Who's actually made a loan move to Aston Villa in real life. And some of these career mode is actually predicting that Marcus Rashford's next move will be Aston Villa. And they actually predicted correctly. But anyway, Arsenal have a free kick. Saliba had it, but McTominay has it though. Bruno Fernandes with it. It's still Bruno. Bruno finds Enes Unal. Saliba's the one to mark him. And that actually worked. But it's still with Unal. And Unal scores for Manchester United. And now United are 2-0 up. Arsenal really have to make some quick emergency changes here. Because right now, they're just not doing pretty well. And Kieran Tierney surprisingly is not contributing. Even though he's kind of a bit pacey. But now he is. But it was kind of a bit too late. As Enes Unal just manages to get this one away. And this is really something that Arsenal really have to look forward to. They have to get a win like this. But anyway, now Manchester United are 2-0 up. Manchester United always like to turn up against us. But anyway, here's Kamavinga, but Malacia with a good tackle. But this is actually pretty good as Arsenal are currently scouting for backup left back. And if Malacia is actually pretty good here, he could actually be a replacement left back here for Kieran Tierney. Now here's Bruno Fernandes and somehow Saliba got a bit bamboozled. And Van de Beek has it. Somehow Van de Beek has the ball though. And now this could be a chance for Man United to add up the pressure. But Ramsdale makes a good save. It was a chance for Anthony to actually score this one. But Ramsdale makes a good save. And now Arsenal really have to worry here because now Manchester United have a dangerous corner. And as you remember in Fergie time, they are pretty good in corners. But now here's Bruno Fernandes. He passed it to Anthony. It's still Anthony. Decides to go try to beat Ramsdale from the near post, but Ramsdale tries to deny that. Ramsdale finds Havertz. Havertz heads this one to Martinelli, who's basically been our cult hero, but we don't know if he's actually going to be a cult hero in this game. Bruno Fernandes makes a good tackle, but Tierney intercepts this one. It's still Tierney. Tierney with a good pace here. Makes use of that space. But Lisandro Martinez tackles him. It's still Lisandro. Lisandro finds Malacia. And I think Manchester United will be having a 2-0 lead unless if United can somehow add up the pressure. But Gabriel makes a good tackle. Gabriel with that type of dribble. Still Gabriel. Gabriel finds Martinelli. Can Arsenal have one last attack? Can they? No, they can't as Luke Shaw blocks this one. And Manchester United will be leading the game 2-0. United might actually be in the top 4 if it stays this way. But yeah, Gabriel Martinelli is missing in action. Obviously, he only made like 3 touches, but not making use of the space that they're providing. And when actually he has the ball, United just put pressure. And obviously in the 8th minute, the goal from Bruno Fernandes was the deciding factor. It could have been 1-0 if it wasn't for that wonderful play which happened. Obviously in the 22nd minute, Kai Havertz had the opportunity, but Andre Onana made a save. And then in the 29th minute, Enes Unal almost. It could have been only 1-0 if Gabriel and Saliba didn't actually mess that one up. But then Man United had an opportunity to make it 3-0 with that wonderful pass from Donny van de Beek. Found Anthony, but Anthony didn't get this one in as Ramsdale made a good save. And United has completely dominated in terms of shots. Can't expect that. But who's actually going to be a backup player now? Kai Havertz is kind of fatigued. Looks like, I think our only changes would be Leandro Trossard. He can probably come clutch here. And maybe put in Declan Rice. He does pretty well as a backup centre defensive midfielder. So not surprised here. So yeah. So these are our two changes here. So I brought off Havertz for Leandro Trossard and Declan Rice for Camavinga. Since Rice is actually doing pretty good as a backup centre defensive midfielder. And now Arsenal are going to be in a rut right now if they cannot respond. So I'm not going to be like explaining a bit because you know how Arsenal are when they do not have possession. And this could actually be the answer. McTominay tried to shoot this one, but Aaron Ramsdale makes a good save. But as it stands, United still have a 2-0 cushion on the Gunners. And now United have a corner. Arsenal are in defending duties now. What can they do now? And it's Anthony to take the corner. Or is it Bruno? No, it's Anthony. And this could be an opportunity. Anthony is actually going to take the corner, but Bruno is actually going to be in support. He founds Bruno. It's still Bruno. Still Bruno. Bruno manages to skill one of the players. But Aaron Ramsdale makes another save. This guy is trying to do well. I mean, yeah, he's probably not had a good first half here, but Ramsdale's trying to give everything to Arsenal. But another corner for Manchester United means another pressure for Arsenal and another defending duties for Arsenal. But can Anthony go long this time or short? Go short again. He finds Bruno. It's still Bruno. Bruno finds Maguire. Maguire finds Donny van der Beek. It's still Van der Beek. Still Van der Beek, but Kieran Tierney with a good block. This is why he's literally the best left back here. The only problem is we kind of didn't trust Tierney because sometimes he doesn't do pretty well. And sadly, he might leave Arsenal at the end of the season. And because of this, Kieran Tierney is really showing how he's committed to this Arsenal squad. With that wonderful block to deny Donny van der Beek's pass. And now Bruno Fernandes is the one to take the corner. He finds Anthony. It's still Anthony. But this time Ben White makes a good tackle and Arsenal are completely in relief. Ben White finds Kieran Tierney. Tierney finds Gabriel Jesus. Manchester United's next fixture is against Brighton. Jesus finds Odegaard. Odegaard with a good dribble. He's away. This could be an opportunity for Arsenal to get one goal back. Odegaard squares it to Jesus, but Onana makes a good save. And Maguire's the one to come off for Casemiro. So now Casemiro is going to be a centre-back. But let's see if this could help Manchester United. If Casemiro is actually going to be that contributor as a centre-back. But anyway, a corner kick here for Arsenal. But Manchester United head this one away, only to find Gabriel Martinelli. It's still Martinelli. Still Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli shoots. But Onana saves this one. And now Gabriel Jesus has it. Odegaard shoots. But it was blocked. And obviously Bruno Fernandes was kind of handful. He scored that goal. And that's the reason why he's number one threat. But anyway, Martin Odegaard's going to be coming off for Emil Smith-Rowe. So, and it's actually a goal kick. Because I think Odegaard might have fluffed the shot. And Onana safely passes it to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez finds Malacia. It's still Malacia. Malacia finds Fernandes. Arsenal's next match is against Wolves, and this time at Molyneux Stadium. Rashford. But Ben White makes a good tackle. This could be something that Arsenal really needed right now. We're in the 70th minute. Arsenal are yet to score a goal. Finds Gabriel Jesus. It's still Jesus. Jesus finds Trossard. I thought it was Smith-Rowe for a second, but it's Leandro Trossard. And he actually gives Arsenal one goal back. And it was a wonderful through ball pass from Gabriel Jesus. Found Leandro Trossard. And that's how Leandro Trossard got this one in. And Manchester United are appealing for an offside, but Trossard manages to stay in right there. And which is something that Arsenal needed. And something that we needed. Sorry to be biased here, but like I said before, when I'm doing career mode, it is going to be a biased commentary. Slightly. But yeah. Looks like Arsenal, they get one goal back. And that's actually Leandro Trossard's 5th goal. And now Arsenal get the free kick. Now they're starting to lighten up. Arsenal are really starting to lighten up the stadium right there after being completely silent in the first half. And now this could be an opportunity here. Arsenal are looking for a substitution and Gabriel Jesus is the one to come off. He already had a phenomenal performance, but not in this game. Can't expect him to do well in this game. And Santiago Jimenez is the one to come in for Gabriel Jesus. Saliba crosses this one. This could be an opportunity, but Manchester United head this one away. Martinelli has it. It's still Martinelli. Martinelli finds Emil Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe finds Saka. Saka didn't get pressurized, but he manages to find Jimenez. Jimenez shoots, but Onana saves this one. Arsenal are really on attack right now, but can they keep on the pressure? Manchester United are now on attack, but in the last few minutes it was all Arsenal. Marcus Rashford has it. He finds Van der Beek. It's still Donny Van der Beek. But luckily Van der Beek got tackled there. And now it's Tierney with it. 84 minutes already. 6 more minutes to go. Finds Jimenez. Jimenez finds Declan Rice. Still Rice. Rice finds Emil Smith-Rowe. Emil Smith-Rowe shoots, but Onana with a masterclass performance makes a good save. Just can't get past Onana, can you? But anyway, here's Van der Beek. Van der Beek finds Enes Unal. But Saliba makes a good block. Gabriel has it. Finds Declan Rice. Can Arsenal at least get an equalizer? If they cannot win this game. Emil Smith-Rowe tries to shoot, but he missed it. Could have been an opportunity for Arsenal to score an equalizer. But just not in this match, I guess. And Mason Mount comes in for Donny Van der Beek. And now it's a goal kick. And this time Onana is definitely going to play smart. He is. He finds Malacia. Here's Tyrell Malacia. Can Arsenal at least get one last opportunity? If they somehow do well in defense 100%, I don't think so. It's all going to be Manchester United. They're either going to score an insurance goal, or if Arsenal can at least prevent that. And that's what they did. Tierney with that good tackle. And Arsenal succumb to a defeat to Manchester United. They're all rivals. And what can this do in the points table? This means Manchester City are currently 4 points ahead of Arsenal with an extra game in hand. With that extra game that they've played. And obviously Bruno Fernandes is the man of the match. Rashford congratulating Ben White for their efforts. A bit sportsmanship from Rashford, but it wasn't enough for Arsenal to get the equalizer. Leandro Trossard's goal wasn't enough as Arsenal lose the game to Manchester United 2-1. If that wasn't for that error here, it could have actually been another 1-1. But looks like it is what it is. And then Bruno Fernandes had an opportunity to make it 3-1. But this time Ramsdale didn't concede in the second half. And it was all Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus with a through ball pass to Trossard. And Trossard's only goal wasn't enough to give some hope to Arsenal as they lose the game 2-1 to Manchester United. Alright, post-match interview here, guys. And our last actually defeat was against Shakhtar Donetsk overall. But in Premier League, our last defeat was against Newcastle United at home.
Just a moment of your time.
What will this be for Mikel Arteta in the title race? Arsenal have 1 away game and 1 home game remaining. The run's over. Obviously, he's going to be happy about it. It's been fantastic and I'm proud of what the boys have achieved. But just because our winning isn't stopped doesn't mean they'll lose. It's always tough to lose to a rival, especially when it's by such a narrow margin. There wasn't much between the teams. I can't fault my lads for effort. That was a very tight game, and I think it could have gone either way. Just the one goal separating us. I could easily have been standing here talking to you about how we won. Manchester United are just behind you in the table and were desperate for a result to put pressure on you. You must be disappointing to lose. Was a problem you couldn't match their intensity? We got a bit overwhelmed. In a game like today, between closely matched teams, it's about winning the battles in the key areas. We weren't good enough, we weren't up for the fight, and our key players let themselves be dominated. And yup, this was Arsenal versus Manchester United, but however, the positive points here is that Tyrell Malacia is actually doing pretty well in terms of his pace and such, so could be the reason why they're in. Now let's take a look at the player chat. Martin Odegaard, I'm not happy, boss. That felt like you were trying to send out some sort of message, taking me off so early in the game. We were struggling and I thought I was an important player for you. How did you expect the team to turn things around without me on the pitch? What was the idea? You're already run yourself into the ground. I know you will always do your best, but I have to look ahead. I'm going to need you for the run of games we've got coming up. I couldn't risk you getting injured today. And yup, Arsenal's next match is against Wolverhampton Wanderers, taking place in Molyneux Stadium. But what does this result in the standings? Yup, Gabriel and Saliba are like the only players to be subbed off. So this kind of result, Manchester City actually drew the game. We would have had an opportunity to overtake them. They drew to Fulham, away from home. And now Man City's last match is against West Ham United. So yeah. So we actually have a chance to overtake those boys. However, we cannot, and I mean not, lose this game or draw the game. We have to win this game against Wolves, as it's our only chance to be in the title race. But anyway, our next match is against Wolverhampton Wanderers, which is taking place at Molyneux Stadium. I really cannot wait to see how things will be going. Let's take a look at the transfer market. Search players, obviously, well, not transfer market actually. Transfer hub. Because I've already got 3 players in the transfer hub. And yup, Destiny Udogie, Tyrell Malacia, and Ian Matson, 3 left backs, are already been scouted, are in scouting duties. So yep. So I really cannot wait to see how things will be going. He also has one of playstyle. Malacia has playstyle. Udogie has a playstyle. And Matson also has playstyle. And sorry for the burp right there. So just trying to talk when I'm really in this stuff. But anyway, Arsenal are in a do-or-die situation, as their next match is against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Cannot wait to see how things go here. I really hope you enjoyed this one. And we'll be back for our penultimate Premier League game. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and just as we expect, and we have to reflect this game because this game was probably the tightest game, probably like at the edge of our seats, when both these sides were in a nail-biting, they had a nail-biting affair or nail-biting moments here. And obviously Manchester United had a 2-0 lead. Arsenal had a chance to equalize it, but it wasn't enough as Andre Onana performed a masterclass goalkeeping performance. And because of this, United got a win over us, 2-1. 2-1. However, City did actually drew to Fulham, so we have an opportunity in our hands. Since we have a game in hand, we have to beat Wolves in our next game. The only problem is, we are going to lose 2 of our centre-backs due to fitness issues. Saliba and Gabriel will be coming off for Timber and maybe Calafiori. And maybe Saka will be coming off for Miranda, and Benjamin White will be coming off for Tomiyasu. So yeah, this is something that we really need to reflect on, as Arsenal are really close in the title race. They're just 2 points behind Manchester City, well, based on Manchester City's extra game that they've played. But Arsenal have a game in hand. So if Arsenal get a win against Wolves, they have a chance to actually overtake Manchester City. So our next episode is probably going to be our important episode. So, well, I mean, it's not important because we're up against Wolves, but in a way, we're actually going to be versing Wolves in 2 matches, in the Premier League and the finals of the FA Cup. So yeah, I really cannot wait to see how this thing goes and how this season will be going. since we're down to our last 3 matches. Wolves in the Premier League, Everton in the Premier League, and Wolves in the FA Cup finals. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Please make sure like and subscribe. This is Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.